England comfortably beat Serbia 2-0. Stay tuned to the end for my full match reaction and also my England player rating. So do stay tuned for that. Keen to get you involved with your thoughts on this game. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, comfortable, I would say, for England. I think I had complete control of the game. I'm not going to say it was a perfect performance or anything like that, but England got the job done, and we've blown Serbia away in the past. We have done recently as well, and this was a good victory, and there were standout individuals as well, but I think as a team we done very well, and it's very easy to write off games like this where, yes, it is a lesser opposition, but you just go, oh, it's a given that you're going to win, and you still got to approach it with the right mentality and attitude. That's great to the players, because we know that we're in the World Cup. That doesn't mean anything in terms of World Cup qualification, which is what the game's for. So really, it was a bit of a free hit for Tuchel, and these international breaks are frustrating, don't get me wrong. It's the third one now of the season, but they are a good opportunity. I just think, put yourself in the shoes of Tuchel, for example. You're going to want to have as much time with that team for the World Cup, starting, May, June, as possible. But on screen are my player ratings. Well, say on screen. I'm going to go through now, player ratings. Pickford, I'll give a 7. I think when called upon, I think he done well. He done his job, and it wasn't called upon a lot. But when he did, he done it well, and that's the thing with the goalkeeper. If you're not involved in the game much, when you are called upon, you're expected to produce, and keep them out. And Pickford certainly did that. It's very hard for goalkeepers, that concentration. You see them often do something crazy, or sweep a keeper and come out when they're getting a little bit almost like bored. Reece James, I think it's great to have him back in the side. I think he's someone who can step into midfield. He's very good defensively as well, so I'll give him an 8. I give them both centre-backs, Konsa and Stones, a 7. I think when Gay's back, to have those 3 centre-backs competing is really good. The 3 top centre-backs, Konsa, Stones and Gay. What do you do there? Do you play Konsa right back? Then you miss out James. So yeah, good headaches to have for Thomas Tuchel, but of course a lot of it still depends on injuries, who's fit, and that's the priority from now till May, is keeping players fit. Also, they will, club will matter them as much as it would country. So we, hope that they stay fit more than anything that we necessarily can do. Nico Riley, I thought he'd done really well in that kind of slot at left back. I thought he's really mature with his first start there. Yeah, he looks good, and I think got better again as the game progressed, and looked very, very good going forward. So I like him. Anderson, I'll give a 7. I think he's a tidy player and formed a good partnership with Declan Rice. I like him. I think he's good. I think he's underrated in terms of he can keep the ball, and I do think he's better. He has more to offer in attacking since Anderson than maybe he's given credit for. Rice I give an 8 as well, and there's only one more than Anderson, so them two had a good game and controlled the game. But the only reason I give him a little bit higher is the fact that Rice from corners, I think his corners were bang on the money for most of this. Bukayo Saka I've given a 9. I think the goal that he scores he makes it look easy, and it really isn't. I think he deserves full credit for that. But also, I think he looked really bright. And at one moment I remember he had in this game that looked like going back, that it was similar against Wales. The difference is he scored against Wales, he didn't. And this one he blazed over. But still the confidence to try that. Saka in this game for me played with confidence and showed his quality and class. Just why Arsenal will be so keen to get him to pin down to a new deal. Rodgers I give a 6, a dangerous player, but still, that's the thing. He's a dangerous player, even though if he wasn't at it, so you still have to watch him. Rashford I give a 6 as well. I mean, I think he's had a good season so far at Barcelona from what I can hear and what I've gathered, what I've seen, which isn't too much, but I think it could work for him, and it sounds like they're not really getting the conversation with him over the kind of period about what is kind of best for Rashford. That's the thing. And I think to keep playing for Barcelona, I think is positive. I don't know whether this will be made permanent. I just think it's a really sensible loan, for United off the wage book, but for Barcelona to get someone of Russia's pedigree and quality. Kane I give a 9. I think he in this game he just won't get the credit because he didn't get the goals or assists, but he's involved in so many goals. Generally in this game he wasn't necessarily, out my memory, involved in goals. It's just he creates moves, he drops back into defensive midfield, plays like defensive midfielder sometimes to dictate, and comes back and drops to the 10 most of the time with his unreal passing ability and passing range. And then he usually scores goals. Just didn't get to see that in that game. So 9 for me. I can't express enough how important he is to this England team, as we know, as captain. Substitutes then, Isaiah given 8, hit the bar. I'd be a little bit disappointed, but I don't think it's on him. I think it's more good goalkeeping. That goal he took as well was a really nice strike, so I will give him an 8. Henderson, I give a 6. Come on, again, it's all that control, that leadership qualities. We didn't see him for that long. Bellingham, come on, look, he had a point to prove. I'll give him a 7. I was really impressed. Yeah, I think he would have impressed manager as well. Thomas Tuchel won't help his case. Phil Foden come on and also stated his case very well with an instant impact for these players that are, especially in attacking positions for England, that are kind of fringe players close to getting in, maybe have to put in big performances, so that's when the pressure steps up a little bit. Bellingham, as I said, I will give a 7, but Foden, I think a 9. He looked really bright and positive for the just few minutes that he was on. He looked good, running at defences, nice little bit of skill for goals as well. So, yeah, I thought he was very good. And Walton, not applicable, we didn't see him for long enough. But those are my player ratings. Overall, I just think for England, it's a decent performance. Again, still room for improvement, still stuff to sort. I still think at times defensively fragile, but I think we're in a strong place going into the World Cup next year. But it's comfortable England win this game. Thanks for watching. If you're new, like, subscribe, and for now, a massive come on England.